Welcome back, everyone, to our Chicago White Sox franchise mode. We are currently at the end of the All-Star break. It was actually a really cool All-Star week, in my opinion. Shohei Ohtani winning the home run derby, and not only that, hitting a home run in the All-Star game. So for a total, I think Ohtani got damn near close to 60 home runs hit in just a 2-day span. Not only that, but in the All-Star game, our only selected All-Star, our representative for our team in the All-Star game was Andrew Vaughn, who wound up getting put into the game later on and hit in the game-winning run in extra innings to help the AL beat the NL 7-6. So it was a pretty fun All-Star week. I don't know if you guys want me to change how I did that episode or if you would rather me be commentating over them or whatnot. But I thought it was a pretty good combination of all three of the events. Now, our Chicago White Sox are currently sitting 6 games out of the AL wildcard game. We are still in the hunt along with the rest of our division. Really, pretty much the rest of our conference as well in the American League. Everyone's still pretty close in it except for the Athletics. Compared to the NL, where they already have teams that are pretty much eliminated. The Marlins 22.5 games out from wildcard spot. The Rockies 20.5, Pirates 13, Giants 12. The National League seems to pretty much be set, and it's just between a handful of teams for a spot there. But in the American League, we still have a chance, and because we have a chance, I don't want to be a complete seller heading into the deadline, and I feel like it would be better chemistry-wise just for our team to make the moves now compared to waiting towards the deadline, allowing teams to reconsider who they might want to shop or might want to trade away. So I went around and started looking at the available players in the trading block. You have guys like Seiya Suzuki, Shane McCallahan, Lawrence Butler, Nathan Lau, Evan Phillips, Aaron Savali. There's some really good names in here, but I want to get a little bit younger. I want to help improve our team kind of in a youthful fashion, develop our guys in our systems. So I went down to the really low overall guys in the trading block. And I found this guy right here, 19-year-old Kellen Lindsay. It's not every day that you see teams shopping away sub-20-year-old players. This guy was a first-round pick last year by the Dodgers. Seems to be a contact-first batter. Durability is kind of in question, but he has some really good speed. All around, has a solid baseline, I would say. The contact is going to be his strong suit. He's probably looking at like a Steven Kwan, Luis Arias type of player here, though I think he's going to be able to develop a little bit more power than they are. But I wanted to go after him, and that's going to be making a trade with the Dodgers. You know, someone who we have on our from the Dodgers from last season, they let hit free agency? Joe Kelly, our closing pitcher, someone that they also want, as they want a closing pitcher as according to what they're seeking. Joe Kelly right now would be basically the same as having Kirby Yates on their team. Kirby Yates is not having the greatest season, 5.02 ERA, compared to Joe Kelly, who has a sub-2 ERA right now, really finding his form this season. So Joe Kelly probably going to replace Kirby Yates in that rotation. They might even send him down, Kirby Yates down, but I'm not sure about that. I'm also going to be sending them veteran relief pitcher Craig Kimbrell, 36 years of age, sending him over there just for his chance to win a championship. It would be really cool if he could in his final season. I'm assuming he's going to retire, as he is regressing pretty fast this season. He does have a sub-4 ERA with a 3.34, which is just about on line to what he was doing when he was on the Dodgers back in 2022. A little bit better than that, so the team is probably going to like that. Keeping it going, and what else we're going to be trading them away, we are also going to be sending them away right fielder Mike Tauchman. That's right, our best hitter-wise outfielder, really best hitter in general on the team. Mike Tauchman, 34 years of age. He only plays the outfield. He's been batting .276, 3 home runs. Again, more of a contact bat than a power bat. but he has been very consistent on the team and one of the lone bright spots. But being 34 years of age, we are heading into a different direction, trying to start a new chapter in a new era here for the Chicago White Sox. And I just don't see Mike Tauchman doing it. He might be able to be brought up to what helped this team being very great, but I don't see him here when our team is actually making a World Series run. Now, you might be wondering, okay, what are you getting back? Because I see that bar is a really in your favor. You have a good bit in your favor right now. Well, I'm glad you asked. We are also going to be going to acquire 19-year-old Jondry Vargas from the Dominican Republic. He was an undrafted free agent. I'm assuming that they just signed him straight up. I think that's how it works in the leagues down there in Latin America. I think that's how they go. You can just sign him. But I don't know. Maybe he was just completely undrafted. But I like the fact that he's 19 years of age and 61 overall. He's actually slightly better than the first overall pick from last year in Lindsey. Vargas is going to be joining Miguel Vargas, another former Dodger in our organization. This guy has a little bit more power than Lindsey, but a little less contact. He has more fielding, though. He's more of a fielder than Lindsey is. So they're pretty much the same. Vargas just has better fielding than Lindsey and has more power than Lindsey. So they're kind of opposites right now, but Vargas can also play second, short, and third, while Lindsey can play second and short. Kind of gives us some infield or middle infield prospects as well as one third base prospect down the line. Still got a little bit more than that, and I wanted to go and get a pitcher. The Dodgers are deep pitching-wise. They have plenty of pitchers to give away, so I went after relief pitcher Dustin May. That's right. May's been dealing with a lot of injuries, but has a huge upside right now. The Dodgers have been putting him on IL year after year, but I think this could be the year that he finally stays healthy, and it's going to be happening here in Chicago. We were able to keep Garrett Crochet healthy for a full season. We will build Dustin May up and try to get him healthy for a full season as well. He has some filthy pitches and could be one of the best arms in our rotation. It's just whether this guy is going to be able to stay healthy enough for us or not. But we are going to be converting him to a starting pitcher. Once he's in our organization, he will no longer be a relief pitcher. So with that, I'm going to offer the trade. Dodgers say that is good, so they get a little more veteran help and a little help in their bullpen. Meanwhile, we start getting some prospects in our organization and a nice young pitcher that they weren't going to use. Next up that I wanted to make a trade was with our division rivals. I want to bolster our bullpen a little bit more. The Cleveland Guardians have the exact same record, but we have one more loss and a 45-51 record. So you can't really go crazy with them. It has to be just a small local trade, like a really small trade that I have to go with them. So I went through the trading block again, and I looked and found that they had Sam Hentges on the trading block. He has a 4.22 ERA, not the greatest, and he's the fourth person the fourth person in their bullpen. They still have Paul Sewald and Jakob Younis down there in some depth, so they're not going to be missing him all that much. What we are going to be sending their way is veteran catcher Omar Narvaez, as well as veteran Brandon Drury, in exchange for this relief pitcher. So I don't think that's really too bad of a trade. We get a nice little veteran, or a nice older, kind of middle prime, a relief pitcher in his prime. Yeah, that's probably the way to put it. We got a relief pitcher in his prime for two veterans going to the Cleveland Guardians to give them some leadership. The last trade that I'm going to make, however, this is one that could be put up for question, and I think the league's going to be talking about probably for the remainder of this series. This could really make or break our Chicago White Sox, as this is going to be probably the blockbuster trade of the season. Now, we went over the beginning: Seiya Suzuki, Shane McCallahan, Lawrence Butler, and Nathan Loud. One of these four I was thinking about bringing to the Chicago White Sox. They've all had really good seasons. Nathan Lau batting 274 with 12 home runs. He's on pace right now to be a 20 home runs guy. He could bring some really good batting average for us too, with those quirks of road warrior, day player, deadeye, and bad ball hitter. He's actually not bad of a fielder. Doesn't have the greatest arm though, but you don't really need that at first base. We also have Lawrence Butler here, the 24-year-old from the Oakland Athletics. They're looking to get some prospects over there. He is a well-rounded player, still needs to work on his vision, discipline, and clutch. But he's not the worst fielder. He's got above average speed, and his contact to power skills are on par with some of the best. Currently batting 251, a little down from the previous season. Maybe some of the teams have been figuring him out, but he is on pace to set career highs in home runs this season. Stolen bases, not so much. He might be able to tie it, but he's already been caught infinite amount more times than he was last year. There's also Shane McCallahan. He has been injury prone for the past couple seasons, had Tommy John and missed the entirety of 2024. Here in 2025 in our universe, he has been able to stay healthy so far, and through 112 innings, he's been able to strike out 83 batters and is posting a 3.83 ERA. So it's high for Shane McCallahan, but still being 27 years of age, he could be literally the ace of your bullpen for the remainder of this series. And then finally, we have Seiya Suzuki. He can only play right field. He's more of a DH in real life now, but he doesn't have the worst fielding, especially on our team. He could be a serviceable outfielder for us. He is a really good contact bat with some power. Currently batting 279 with 21 home runs. So he's already set career highs in the MLB for home runs right now, and he can steal us some bags. He is on pace for his first 100 RBI season. He's swinging a hot bat, and it could be coming right at the right time for us, as we have a lot of guys on this team that have been struggling to even get on base. And with the loss of Mike Tauchman, Seiya Suzuki could fill a hole for us for sure. Now, out of these four, the one that I'm going to be going after is going to be Lawrence Butler. We're going to go after the 24-year-old outfielder Lawrence Butler to try to pair with Luis Robert to show him that we are going to give you some support. Robert has been slowly developing in some areas, struggling against left-handed pitching, but he's been otherwise developing in his vision, discipline, and clutch. I still think Robert can be a decent MLB player, though I don't think he's going to be the superstar of the Chicago White Sox that we always thought he was, and that the way we kind of paid him was, the way we paid him, that he was going to be. So he needs to improve against lefties, but hopefully with the addition of Lawrence Butler, it will kind of bring some extra motivation for him to get better, and give him, just make him feel better, a little bit more morale. Now, along with Lawrence Butler, we are also going to be acquiring their closing pitcher, Mason Miller. That's right. We are going to be acquiring 90 overall, 26-year-old Mason Miller from the team. He has been rumored to be getting traded from the Oakland Athletics for years at this point, pretty much ever since he's come to the league. They have been talking, back in 2023, they have been talking about him getting traded away from Oakland, as he's seen as one of the best relief pitchers in all of baseball, especially once he leaves the Oakland organization. He's currently set to set career highs in saves this season. Through 41 innings, he has 23 saves with a 3.05 ERA, 41 innings pitched with 46 strikeouts. He is under contract for only this season, so we would have to re-sign him, but we have club control. He's got plenty of quirks in homebody, night player, stopper, and outlier. And he is also going to be the reason why I think this is going to be the blockbuster trade of the year, and one that people are going to be talking about is going to be setting this franchise up for the chapter that we are writing right now. Now, you might be wondering, all right, well, what are you trading away? Because they're giving away the best closing pitcher in this game and a really young outfielder. Well, I'm glad you asked. Because what we are going to be giving Oakland right now is some nice young talent to kind of fill in the holes for them and give them some prospects. We are also going to be trading away our top starting pitcher in Davis Martin. He's been posting a career high of 3.3 or career low of ERA with 3.3 right now. He has the best. He's the best pitcher in our bullpen, or in our rotation, I believe. 106 innings, 69 strikeouts, but he's not allowing really anybody on base. I think he's been playing really good. So we're going to be getting rid of Davis Martin. Alongside him, we are going to be trading away the hot pitcher of Jake Eder. We called him up earlier this season. He got off to a hot start in the MLB, but slowly started to trickle away. We sent him down to the minors, and he's been posting a sub-1 ERA for the majority of his time down there. It's actually just jumped above it to a 1.26, but his whip is still sub-1 with a .96. So you're going to be getting a nice veteran or a prime starting pitcher, along with a nice pitching prospect. With that, we're also going to be giving them prospect Brian Ramos, 22 years of age, C potential, 64 overall. He's currently batting .228, and I just don't see a real spot for him in our organization right now, especially with the addition of Lindsay and Vargas. So Ramos is kind of out. I still see him as a nice prospect, and apparently the Oakland Athletics do as well. He is signed for 3 more years following this, and then has 3 years of team control arbitration. With right now, he's actually going to be taking a pay cut the next 2 years, taking league minimum $780,000. So you are welcome there. Sacramento Athletics. He'll probably be there in their first season in Las Vegas, actually. But unfortunately, Mason Miller and Lawrence Butler will not be going there. They'll be on the other side, the other team, the visiting team, when Sacramento Athletics are in Las Vegas. But I'm going to send the trade to the Athletics. We have just acquired Butler and Miller. I'm telling you, that is trade of the year and probably trade of the century. People are going to be talking about, I'm sure. Just like in real life when they trade away Mason Miller or Butler, people are not going to be entirely happy with what they are getting back, but at least they did get back some kind of prospects. Now I'm going to go through and do the lineups and rotations for all of our organizations, and then we will be right, and then I'll be right back. The MLB has just announced the trade, and social media is going up crazy right now with the report that Mason Miller and Lawrence Butler have both been acquired by the Chicago White Sox, a team thought of as being one of the worst teams in baseball, and in a complete rebuild, acquiring one of the best closing pitchers in all of baseball, as well as a young up-and-coming outfielder. This is seen as a kind of shocking move, but not too much. This is more seen as a shocking move to most people, as not many people are understanding the logic behind the Chicago White Sox going out and doing this. But I can tell you right now, it's to make sure that we are competitive year after year. All right, we are 6 games out of the wild card spot right now, and we need to stay competitive. There's a chance that in 1 year, after setting the worst record in baseball in modern day, worst modern day record in the regular season last season, to turn this team around and get them into the wild card would be ecstatic and a dream come true. I would be signed to a long-term contract. It would be phenomenal. But today is day 1 of the fact that we can sign our rookie, so we can finally see what we actually got. Carlos Colon, buddy, please tell me that you are as good as I think you are. Let's see. Not everybody is as motivated. Tommy Coe, not interested in coming to the team at all. Everyone else pretty much is. Kevin Felez is the highest or most motivated to join the team at 74. International, he's from Puerto Rico. All right, really good potential. He's going to be a B potential prospect, 21 years of age, and probably going to need 1 more year in the minors before he really is MLB ready. We're going to try to sign him. All right, so let's offer him a contract. How much does he want? He wants $2.2 million. Okay. We can do that. We can offer you that. $2.24 million. And he has decided to sign with the Chicago White Sox. Welcome to the team, buddy. Thank you. Come again. Next up, Carlos Colon, someone that we anticipate to be MLB ready from day one, an 18-year-old phenom that's going to take over the league. I think he's going to blow his four-seam fastball by everybody and have some nice breaking pitches out there as well. I think this dude is going to be known as one of the best pitchers of all time in MLB history. Coming out of Virginia, just so y'all know. All right, so $5.95 million is what his pick suggestions is. But he wants 5.4, so we'll give him a little bit more, 5.47. Offer that, and he's decided to sign. Welcome to the squad, buddy. $5.5 million signing bonus. Oh, did it freeze? Oh, no, I had to press B. Okay. Next up is Weston Fisher, our third-round draft pick. Good potential, probably going to be in the minors for 2 to 3 more seasons. Nice little starting pitcher, good stamina still. Let's just offer you the contract. He wants $758,000. Bet we save $250K with that pick, it appears. Next up is Henry Takashi. He's out of Japan, good stamina, good velocity. He's gonna be a fringe MLB player, it seems like. Not the worst, but he's not gonna be considered an elite guy. He'll stay in the league probably though. Let's try to sign him. He wants $288,000. Save about $100K by drafting this guy. Next up, we got 29, and then Jackie. So Tommy Coe, we'll work on you first. Your potential is crazy. And we'll actually, I think, scout them. Yeah, plus 10 scouting every 2 days. So we'll get to learn some more about our 4th and 5th round draft picks as well, as we really don't know anything except that Jackie Nakajima is injury prone. Maybe he'll have good potential to override it, but he is indeed injured. We may not even sign him, depending on how he turns out. Finalize the scouting plan. Let's get on into it. I did change the lineups. I forgot to walk this through you. So your new and improved Chicago White Sox pitching rotation looks as follows. Mike Clevenger will be put in the ace role, followed by Dustin May, who has not pitched in the MLB since 2023. So when we acquired him from the Dodgers, he was down in AAA still. Jonathan Cannon will be in the 3 spot with Drew Thorpe at 4, and we called up young flamethrower Prelander Barrow. This dude, 99 velocity. He can break the radar, plays better during the day, and is a pickoff artist. This dude is going to be a strikeout machine, and I chose to call him up over some of the other guys strictly off of his overall and his age. Those were the 2 factors that really played in. The 99 velocity also did kind of play a factor in me choosing him, but he's only a 3-pitch pitcher, so he still needs to try to develop one more pitch. Bryce Wilson will be our long relief pitcher for the time being. He'll sub in when there is an injury, or we'll go to the minor leagues. Middle relief pitchers are going to be Justin Anderson, Sam Hentges, James Karinchak, and Tanner Banks, with the setup pitchers being Adrian Morejon and Penn Murphy. And then obviously Mason Miller closing out games here in Chicago. The way I decided the middle relief and setup guys, I wanted a lefty-righty in the setup position. And then I just did it off whip. I just put the 2 guys with the best whip in the setup position. That's pretty much how I decided it. So that is the rotation up here in the majors. You might have noticed I did indeed send down Noah Schultz and Hagen Smith. That is because of their overall. Again, I think that they did a good job up in the majors, but they were both like 4.99, 4.95 ERA. Noah Schultz had like a 1.13 whip, which is pretty good, but Hagen Smith right around 1.5. I think they can develop a little bit more down in the minors. They got in that experience in the majors. They know what to expect, so now they know what to work on. But in our minor league rotation, I have converted Jairo Irati to a starting pitcher. So he is going to be our ace, followed by Hagen Smith and Noah Schultz. Kai Bush and then Garrett Schonell has been called up to the majors, and he will be our 5th starting rotation. Oh no, this guy got called up. My bad. Jesse Schultens, 30-year-old B potential guy. I was thinking about shipping him out of town, but decided to keep him. He'll be our long reliever. And then our bullpen kind of looks like this. Cam Boozer is going to be the first man called up if we have an injury in our bullpen. Going up into our lineup now, our new and improved lineup. Versus righties, you are going to have Josh Rojas at third, Andrew Benintendi batting second at DH, Lawrence Butler will bat third in right field, Luis Roberts will bat fourth in center field, Nick Matten will play second base and bat fifth, Andrew Vaughn, our all-star first baseman, will be batting sixth. Batting seventh will be rookie and top 100 prospect Kyle Teel, who will not be playing catcher, but in fact will be playing left field for our Chicago White Sox. That's right, he's not playing catcher. He is catcher eligible. That's his primary position, but he can also play outfield. And I like his fielding stats. I like his speed, and you'll see why in a second, why I have him playing playing outfield. At shortstop, we have called up top 100 prospect Colson Montgomery. He will be making his MLB debut in just a little under 24 hours right now. But he is going to be our everyday shortstop for the rest of the season. He didn't have the greatest hitting stats, but he has shown some growth from start of season to now. Calling him up right as he's batting around like 218 in the minors, but he wasn't ice cold, just a normal kind of bat. So we're going to try to call him up and see if maybe playing against some big league pitchers, if he can develop a little faster. And yeah, just see if he can kind of develop a little faster, but he will only be playing against righties. And then we are going to have Corey Lee as our catcher against righties. That's part of the reason why I wanted Kyle Teel in the outfield, is because we still have Corey Lee on the roster. And I've also called up Edgar Cuero, AA All-Star catcher, who also is a top 100 prospect. Cuero has been called up. He was batting very well down in the minors, batting right around 236 is what he was batting, and I think that was pretty good with 9 home runs. Cuero is going to be our catcher versus lefties. So Corey Lee's batting against righties, while we have Edgar Cuero batting against lefties. Kyle Teel, obviously the third catcher, and the only one of the two that can play another position. Hence, I put him in the outfield. Against lefties, this is going to be our lineup. We are going to have Michael A. Taylor batting leadoff, followed by Lenyon Sosa batting second at second base. Lawrence Butler batting third and right field. Luis Roberts will be batting fourth in center field. Nick Matten will be playing shortstop and batting fifth. Andrew Benintendi will be batting sixth and being the DH. Andrew Vaughn will be seventh at first base. Corey Julk will be bat 8 at third base, and then Edgar Cuero, the young catcher, will be batting 9th in this lineup. I think we've improved this team quite a bit, and even the game thinks so. We went from 30th ranked to now 29th, so improved by one. We've already won more games than we did last season, so let's have some fun this second half. And just try to compete for a wild card spot is what I would say for Chicago. Chicago White Sox fans are already happy as can be. The fact that they aren't going to be another historically bad season. The fact that the team is buying in now as well is kind of a good boost. So we are going to be jumping in for this Pittsburgh Pirates game to take a look at the rookies as well. I am going to have Prelander Berra pitch in today's game. In fact, I want him to have the first game out of the All-Star break. He'll pitch against Mitch Keller. You know what? No. we'll focus on the hitters in this one, and we'll have him pitch against another rookie in Bubba Chandler, who just got called up before the All-Star break. It's bright here in Chicago. We might even be a playoff caliber team with him here. Number 6. Wearing number 6, Lawrence Butler steps into the box as Benintendi on first. He's going to take a nice little slurve down low into the zone. It's going to be strike 1. 1-2 count. Swing and miss on a fastball outside. First at bat for Lawrence Butler in the Chicago uniform is a strikeout. Oh, should have seen that coming. Up the rookie Kyle Teel in his first major league at bats. Now, he wasn't the greatest hitter down in AAA, batting right around 220, 230. But he's going to hit this one. Deep right center field. Oh, and it's going to be a pop out. Oh, I thought he got a hold of it. But no, just hits it into deep right center field on the third pitch he sees for out number 3, 0-0, heading to the bottom of the second. Wilson Montgomery now back up, or up for the first time. He's in a 1-2 count against Mitch Keller. See if we can get ourselves a leadoff hit. Alright, so going to be well struck going into right field, and that's going to be a pop out for Colson Montgomery. So both rookies hitting on out to Bay. Coming on up with Benintendi on second. Game is tied 1-1, full count to Lawrence Butler. Struck out on a fastball outside the zone in his first at-bat. See what he's going to be able to do here. Pitch down in the zone, ball 4. So a strikeout and a walk for Lawrence Butler. Seeing plenty of pitches against Mitch Keller. Going to put him out. Going to bring up Teel. Hit a pop out earlier to the right fielder. He's in a 1-1 count against Keller. This will be the 63rd pitch of the game for Mitch. Pitch is away. Going to be softly hit past the second baseman. And Kyle Teel gets his first major league hit. Little blooper in between the first and second baseman. Not the strongest of hits, but he will take a signaling on over that he wants that ball. First base coach Nelson going to grab it for him and toss it on over, telling people to hang on to that for the young kid. Kyle Teel, the catching prospect, playing left field today, hits a ball down outside the zone, really low, trying to hit it down into the dirt. Teal's able to get enough contact to just get a dribbler into the outfield. Now, another rookie debut today, and he'll hit one down the same spot. These rookies just hitting the pitch to the same spot every time. They both pop out to the right fielder, and then in their second at bat, they wind up getting a dribbler hit past the first and second baseman. Nelson grabbing that ball for Colson Montgomery as well. Back-to-back hits for a pair of rookies. That's going to bring up the catcher, Corey Lee. Colson Montgomery, way to go, kid. At least this one was up in the zone. Just got on top of it. Now up. See what he's going to be able to do. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk in today's game. Looking to break this 1-1 ball game against the Pirates. And he does! Pitch down the middle, and that one's gone. 383 feet for Lawrence Butler. No doubt about it. His 14th of the season, first as a Chicago White Sox. He goes yard. There we go. Chicago White Sox fans, I'm sure, are cheering, while Pittsburgh Pirates fans are booing, wishing that they were in on the Lawrence Butler sweepstakes. He got a hold of this one from Mitch Keller and never looked back. Boom, baby! 101.3 miles per hour off the go for Kyle Teel and Jordan Montgomery. Though there will be a pitching change following that single by Andrew Vaughn. Mitch Keller's day has come to an end. Getting out of here with Chicago up 2-1. Mitch Keller's pitched a pretty good game, low-scoring game, 2-1 game. nothing you can really complain about from Mitch Keller's performance. Going to the bullpen where they're going to bring in Caleb Ferguson. 11 holes this season. Pitched 50 innings with a 4.5 ERA. Batting, wow, right-handed batters batting over 300 against Caleb. He's going up against Kyle Teal. 1 for 2 with a single and a pop-out in today's game. See what the young rookie can do against a fresh pitcher. Go. And this one's going to be hit deep center field. Get him back. And that's going to be a pop-out. Oh, Kyle Teal, man, I can feel it. I can feel a home run coming for Teal. I'm seeing the ball well. Popping out to O'Neal Cruz out in center field. Colson Montgomery now coming up 1 for 2. You're going to pop out to the center fielder as well. He's in a 1-1 count. Man on first. Ooh, swing on the inside sinker. A little late on that. Too late. Alright, what we got? What we got? Alright, so 2-2 for Colson Montgomery. Trying to knock in or extend the lead for the Chicago White Sox. Going to work a full count. There we go. That's good plate discipline. That's good plate discipline out of Montgomery there. Corley on deck. He got off to a really hot start in which we thought that he might be the everyday catcher for the Chicago White Sox here in the future. And oh, he clips the corner. I thought it was going to be ball 3. Clips the bottom right inside corner. Strike number 3. Colson Montgomery, first strikeout as a White Sox, or his major league debut just happened. Lawrence Butler, he hit a solo shot back in, what was it, like the 5th inning to give Chicago the lead. Let's see what he's going to be able to do here. Third at bat. Oh, we pulled it. Oh, we pulled it. That would have been the second home run for Butler. Little chopper, foul down the right base, down the right base slide. He's trying to pitch low and away, so let's see if you can just wait on him there. Way outside. Go, 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 go. Rojas advancing up to third on the wild pitch. 2-2. A base hit should make this a 3-1 ball game. Pitch just got way outside. Bounces off the back, hits the umpire in the foot. The catcher even just stopped running after it. Just waiting for it to settle down. So 2-2. And way outside with that slur. That's what he was trying to do last pitch. He gets Lawrence Butler swinging. 2 strikeouts for Butler here in Chicago. I didn't realize Jonathan Cannon only had 2 strikeouts. 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and an earned run. It's a deep Montgomery here in the top of the 8th, going up against the closer here in Pittsburgh. No longer David Bednar, but Dennis Santana, number 60. So far, he has 28 saves out of 33 opportunities. So 5 lone saves. Montgomery, you could still do this for us. He's 1 for 3 today. Come on. Chance to tie the game and be a hero. 1-2 count. 2-2. Pitch inside on the slider. 2-2 now. Here you go, Montgomery. This is our time to shine. Popped it up. High in the zone. Out. Number 1. Montgomery will not be getting it done. Oh, our bullpen. All right, Chicago fans, we are back. We are here in game number 2 of this 3-game series against Pittsburgh, where we are going to be getting the debut of a lot of new faces. Edgar Cuero, the minor league catcher, top 50 prospect in the league, making his major league debut today at catcher, going up against the lefty. 2025 hitting stats, batting .267 down in the minors with 8 home runs, 36 RBIs. with a 735 OPS. Edgar Quero has been, in my opinion, the top catching prospect in our organization, even over Kyle Teal. Edgar Quero is going to be splatooning now with Corey Lee. So it'll be interesting to see what their numbers look like, and maybe Corey Lee can get on track, or back on track to what he was doing earlier in the season before he had the everyday catching role. Bailey Falter will be pitching for the Pittsburgh Pirates with a 4.58 whip, with 4.58 ERA and 1.29 whip. He's currently 0-1 with 0 starts on the season. So Spencer Horwitz up against Drew Thorpe. What is... Oh, okay. After the pitcher releases the ball, use the left stick to move the catcher's glove to the target icon. Failed to do so, is all in a drop ball. Okay, so this is where I gotta put it. Yeah, popped up fast. And we get him. Wiggy! Edgar Quero in the first inning catches a runner trying to steal second. Beautiful. Oh, he was safe. Oh, that runner was safe, but thank you for giving us. Brian Reynolds out. Horowitz hitting a solo home run in the following inning. But 0 outs, top of the third. Edgar Quero up for Pittsburgh, up for Chicago. He's going to get underneath one pole and get to right field, just as all of the rookies have. And that's going to be pop out number 1. Bay for the Pittsburgh Pirates have put out all 3 rookies in the past 3 days in their first at-bats. Oh, that's ugly. So 2 outs, 3-2 count. Looking to pitch it right up into the zone, okay? That's going to be popped up, chasing it. They were trying to steal for second, but it doesn't matter. End of the third with that pop out into foul ground. Drew Thorpe, very happy with his performance so far, only allowing 1 run. Now we need our bats to start to come alive and give this man some run support. That's what we made the trades for. Hopefully it pays off. There it is, Andrew Vaughn, our all-star catcher, hits the game-winning run for the AL in the all-star game. Hit out a base hit last game. And he hits a solo blast in this one. Tying the game 1-1. Edgar Quero, what you got for me? That's going to be a pop out to shallow center field and out number 2. Edgar Quero 0 for 2 in his debut game. I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure that we will be able to get something going. Trying to tag the bottom of the zone. Drew Thorpe. That's going to be popped up behind me. Quero's going to get there quick for out number 2. Quero's got good defensive skills. He's very quick to pop up. And I like that. Very quick. Bay hits an RBI single, giving Pittsburgh the lead 2-1. Man on first, no outs. Quero with a chance to advance the runner and maybe get his first hit here. Maybe even give Chicago the lead. Curveball, super slow. Quero way ahead of that one for an 0-1 count. Got David Bednar on the mound, the setup pitcher for Pittsburgh now. No longer the closer. High fastball for strike 2. He's all over the place. Quero not sure what to do against this veteran reliever. And he swings and misses at that curveball. Edgar Quero going down swinging. David Bednar making him look silly. Man on the corners now. Sam Hentges on the mound. That's going to be well struck. Coming to the plate. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And we got him! Got him at the plate. What a throw. What a throw. Taylor throwing it from right field, or from left field all the way in, beautifully in the air. Plenty of time to get the runner out. Let's get a little closer look at this. Oh, out by a mile. Out by a mile, Isaiah. So it's the end of the game. We're down by 1, 2 outs. Luis Robert on first. Andrew Benintendi once again up. Could have hit a 2-run blast. Instead, he got called out, way out in the warning track. It's going to be a nice little blooper hit to left field, going to advance the runners. So now men on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Dennis Santana looking for his second save in as many days. Not too bad of a hit from Benintendi, keeping this game alive. Can we get a 2-out rally going here, boys? Final out for Andrew Vaughn. He hit a home run earlier today, 2 for 3. Home run, single. Come on, Vaughn. Do it. Show Edgar how it's done. And he's going to take that one for strike 1. 0-2 count. Was 1-1. Don't know what just happened. Going to be hit weakly to the third baseman. Throwing it on over the first for out number 3. And unfortunately, Edgar Cuero was not able to do enough to help. Well, really, wasn't really very helpful offensively for the Chicago White Sox. Defensively, he was the man, however. Able to throw a man out at second. Able to pop up in any foul ground pop-outs there. Catching a man at home plate. Defensively, you were able to show your skills, unfortunately going 0 for 4 in today's game. And we have a trade. Closing pitcher Ryan Walker will be getting traded to the Atlanta Braves away from the Giants in exchange for 2 top prospects and starting pitcher J.R. Ritchie and shortstop Diego Benitez from Venezuela. So not too bad. A second-rounder pick, J.R. Ritchie, a second-round pick back in 2022, and then Diego Benitez was just a prospect they signed from the international leagues. So not too bad of a haul for the San Francisco Giants, pulling away 83 overall closing pitcher Ryan Walker. This is coming 4 days, I think, after Mason Miller gets dealt to the Chicago White Sox. So if I was to guess, the Atlanta Braves were trying to make a trade with what do they call them? The Sacramento Athletics, and we just got it done before they did. Today's a day to sign draft picks. Perfect. So Tommy Ko, 34. Jackie Nakajima is only at 45. We're slowly getting there. We're also starting to scout them a little bit more as well. So it looks like Jackie's going to have some decent potential. You're probably looking more like a D to C. Still good, really good pitch velocity. But you're going to walk everybody. Neither of them are going to have really good overalls. But their potentials might be high. So we're just going to finalize it again as we jump into the debut game of Prelander Beora. Alright, Chicago fans, we are down 2-0 in this series to Pittsburgh. However, they've been very close games both times. Looking at the storyline today, Brooms out. Pirates seek to sweep us here in game number 3. And Bailey Falter has a big game on the mound and win versus White Sox in game number 2. First game back, I'm going to assume, from the IL this season. Pittsburgh Pirates are currently 42-57, 5th in the NL, facing the 5th place team in the AL Central. So both teams Central in their conferences, I guess you would call them. Pittsburgh Pirates 42-57, 45-54. Chicago just looking to not get swept, especially after making all those moves to really bolster this team. I mean, we've only allowed a maximum of 3 runs against back in game number 2, or game number 1, 3-2 loss to Pittsburgh, followed by a 2-1 loss to Pittsburgh. Hopefully, the bats can come alive for Chicago, and we can run away and give this rookie pitcher some real run support. We are going to have on the mound one of the top pitching prospects in the league right now. Bubba Chandler is being compared to Paul Skeens right now. 5 innings pitched with 4 strikeouts, but a 7.2 ERA. Doesn't seem to be doing too good with the opportunities that the Pirates have been giving him this season. O'Neal Cruz coming up, batting 197. Put away pitch must be this slider. And that's going to be crushed to right field for a base hit to start this game. O'Neal Cruz, just like back in game number 1. First at bat, going to be a hit. Oh, sub 200 batter, too. Julio Rodriguez breaks out to strike him out. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa going to go high and in fastball. This one's going to get popped up to left field this time for out number 1. There you go, Vieira. Freelander. I'll just fucking call you Freelander. 98 mile per hour fat. Some good little cutting action there, too. Whoosh. Go low and away now at Brian Reynolds. Can we get him? And he doesn't. Safe at first is O'Neal Cruz. 21st stolen base of the season. 0-2 count. Gonna go with a high fastball. Swing on and miss. There we go. We were just talking about Verlander's strikeout abilities. Throws a high and in fastball at 99 miles. Still not gonna chase outside. So we'll throw him an up and in fastball. Right down the middle. Got away from us. Not the exact control we were looking for, but still strikes him out. 99 mile per hour fastball going down the heart of the plate. Horwitz just can't catch up to it. He's expecting that backdoor slider again, but he threw.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge.
1 out, base is empty. That one the other way. They got it for out number 2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Offense held in check there. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0.
Now watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Let me work. I put in work.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
And sell my CDs. This is my grind, it's what I'm committed to. If it don't sound good, maybe it ain't for you. You want the stardom and the fame, but refuse to pay dues. Ain't nothing in this game getting handed to you. It took me 20.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitcher, but never played in the All-Star game, so he should appreciate this.
Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Lined, and that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Not a bad slider by any means. It was down and away, but an even better job to spoil that thing. And he let it travel, didn't try to hook it. Man, that's a really good approach.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Pickoff move to first, and he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless.
either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
And no one can get there. So a man aboard now with one away.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around. I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go no string ab on him. I'm from that bully with bullies.
RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. So 1 left for Pittsburgh, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you jog back to the dugout. Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now a chance to maybe get creative.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
That's ripped into the outfield. That's down. One hops off the wall. One runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw home. Not in time. The run scores. And a 2-1 ball game now.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. 22, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
Slinging it to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Two on, 2 outs, and that'll load the bases. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Prelander Baroa will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher on now, Tanner Banks.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game. Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
So not a bad debut from our boy, Prelander. Yeah, I believe it's Prelander. Not too bad. Striking out 8 through 5 innings. Unfortunately, started to lose his command. Started walking a lot of batters, or well, 2 batters before getting taken out, following a 2-run double by what was his name? Bryant Hayes. So not the greatest start after making all those moves and turning into the youth movement. We have lost 3 in a row. Doesn't really seem like we're getting much run support hitting-wise, while our pitchers really are keeping us in these things. So looking next, we're still on the road now, heading into Tampa Bay. We're going to be having Mike Clevenger just called him back up after removing him from the 40-man roster. Called him back up and converted him to starting pitcher. This will be his first time starting a game this season. We're going to lose 2-1. Oh, come on. I'm just going to let it go a couple more days, but we lose 2-1. Mike Clevenger keeping us in it. Fuck. Nah, come on. We need some run support. Dustin May, his first game back in the MLB, going up against Shane Baz. I know, but we gotta jump in. We gotta jump in and see what's going on. We gotta. You know what? I'm not going to. We've already jumped in for a debut. Dustin May, this is his first time pitching since 2023, if I remember correctly. So we'll jump in and quick manage this game so we can at least see what he's doing when he's pitching. Alright, so we're here in Tropicana Field on a 4-game losing streak. Looking to hopefully we will walk out of here with the dub. Dustin May. Let's go, buddy. Top of the first, Josh Rojas against Shane Baz. Fly out. There's a walk to Benintendi. Lawrence Butler lines out, and Roberts is going to ground out. Dustin May right up against the young Chandler Simpson. Seemed to be one of the most talked about prospects during spring training. This dude is fast as fuck. I heard that he can run a 1.2 40-yard dash. That's how fast this dude is. So let's pitch against him. He's going to ground out. Taylor Waller strikeout. And Lowe is going to get a single, okay? Can he get out of this? Gary Sanchez up, going to ground out. Perfect. So he does get out of the inning, still 0-0. Strikeout, fly out, and a strikeout. All right, Dustin May back up against Christopher Morel. Solo home run. Oh, Dustin May, not the greatest start. Not the greatest start, but we'll run with it. Jonathan Aranda pops out. Taylor pops out, and Cabrillo gonna ground out right there. Colson Montgomery against Shane Baz, grounds out. Lee grounds out. Rojas going to fly out. Back to the bottom of the third, the bottom of the order for the Tampa Bay Rays. Johnny DeLuca going to ground out. Back to Chandler Simpson to Taylor Wall, ground. Oh, he's going to get struck out. So a nice little strikeout there. Not bad, not bad. 1-2-3 inning for our boy May. Baz going up against Benintendi. There we go. Leadoff single. Lawrence Butler hit him around. Go ahead. He gets walked. Man on first and second. Oh, here we go. Are we going to get... We're going to get on Baz's nerves. We're going to get on Baz's nerves. Man on first and second, Luis Robert hits a single, bases loaded for Nick Matton. Hits into a fielder's choice. He was out at home, 0-0. Andrew Vaughn hits a sac fly, scoring the run from third, tying this game 1-1. Kyle Teal up to bat, and he's going to hit into a ground out, leaving men at first and second. Dustin May, brand new ball game, thinking of it 0-0, even though it's 1-1. Brandon Lau already hit 1 home run today. Going to pop him up, or pop him out, strike out Sanchez, and fly out Christopher Morel. Shane Baz still in here in the top of the 5th, going up against Colson Montgomery. He's going to get a leadoff single. We're going to try to steal. He gets caught stealing. Unfortunate. Fly out and a pop out, causing a 1-2-3 inning thanks to that stolen base, or caught stealing. Ronda's going to get a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 5th. Taylor hits a double man on second and third for Cabrillo. Hits a sac fly, 1 out. Fly out, leaving a man on second, and Simpson's going to fly out. Rays have taken the lead 2-1. Benintendi ground out. Butler strikes out, and Robert going to ground out. Not again. We just can't score runs. Entire lineup is ice cold, but Dustin May at least going deep into this game. That's something we like to see. Ground out. Walk for Andrew Vaughn. Teal going to be in for a pitching change. They're putting in Garrett Clevenger. 5 ERA this season. Can Teal take advantage of it? Nope, he gets struck out. Montgomery maybe. Nope. He's going to ground out. So we'll get a pitching change for Dustin May. We'll put in Karinchak, James Karinchak, up against Aranda. There's a pop out. Taylor gets struck out, and Cabrillo going to get struck out as well. Corey Lee, bottom of our lineup, still up against Clevenger, struck out. Rojas going up against Drew Rasmussen. There's new setup pitcher, the converted starting pitcher. Pop out, Benintendi hits a single. Come on, Lawrence Butler, please go yard. He's going to fly out. I'm going to say warning, track power there. Karinchak staying in for a ground out against DeLuca. Simpson's drowned out, and Walls flies out. 2-1 game. Come on, Luis Robert going up against their closer, Peter Fairbanks. Now, he is a little tired right now. Well, let's see. Luis Robert, he gets a leadoff walk. Perfect. Steal the base, move him on over to second. Perfect. Nick Martin, he's going to ground out. Andrew Vaughn, you know what? We're going to enter the game. We're going to enter the game. We got a chance here to win it for Chicago, so we're going to enter the game. All right, so here we go. Andrew Vaughn, our only all-star, our team's representative, going against the closing pitcher, Fairbanks. Fastball up and in. Going to get fouled off. Okay. Bring it, Fairbanks. 1-2 count. Ooh, you should have took that. You should have just taken it off the knee or the shin, Vaughn. Gotta take one for the team. 2-2. And striking me out. Made me look silly. That's going to bring up the rookie Kyle Teal. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in today's game. He's batting 200 so far through his first 5 games in the majors. Swung on and hit a fastball way up in the zone. Fouls it off behind him. Come on, Teal. Straight down the middle fastball. Teal can't keep up with it. Strikeout number 2. Peter Fairbanks gets the save, and once again, it is a 1-run game for the Chicago White Sox, ending in a loss. So we made these moves to try to bolster our team, and somehow we've made our hitting that much worse. In 5 games, we have had 3 one-run games, 4 games with 2 or less, and all 5 of them 3 or less runs. Look, 1-2, 1-2, 2-3, 1-2. Come on, we gotta bounce back here. Wednesday, Bobby Dahlbeck's hurt for 1 to 2 weeks. Keep him active. No longer injured. Auto-utilize him. Losing 2-0. Dodgers want to trade Michael Conforto to us in exchange for Josh Rojas. 30-69 for Michael Conforto, who's a 76. Did his contract? $17 million. Probably his contract, yeah. 3.5, 1 more year of arbitration. Compared to Michael Conforto, who's a free agent. He's batting .230. Decent fielder, can play the corners. So we need somebody to play. I think we're pretty locked in the outfield, to be honest with you. I do this, I would. Because, I mean, it's a big improvement of a player, but the problem is we are set in the outfield. We don't have outfielders who can play infield, and you can't play infield, so I'm going to have to decline that trade. Alright, I'm going to have to decline that trade. Taking a look at our draft picks. Are they interested? We can now sign Jackie. Looking at him, though, 62 potential to 87 potential, 31 to 56 overall. This dude's going to be like in the 40s. Going to be a 40 relief pitcher with probably C potential. if I was to guess. But it's only because he was hurt. It's the only reason. Meanwhile, you could have 91 potential. 63, you'll probably be a C potential prospect as well. So I'm just going to keep allowing this to advance a little bit farther. Contract extensions, yes. We need to get Mason Miller and Lawrence Butler. We need to get some of these guys we just acquired signed to long-term extensions. So Mason Miller, welcome to our team. You want a 5-year, $50 million contract. $50.5 million contract for 5 years. Shit, I'll give you even more than that. You want to go past arbitration. I already know you're going to be one of the best pitchers in all baseball. All right, so I'm going to give you 10 years. 10 years. So that'll bring him till he's 36. So that's locking him up. That's 13.3. Let's do 12 and a half. See if he'll do 12 and a half. 125 million over 10 years. I don't want to be locked into a contract for that long. Okay. We'll lower it some more. What did you want? You want 5? So you don't want one for that long. So 31, 32, 33. Ah, fuck it. We'll give you what you want. 10 years, but I want to make this a little bit less. We go for 9.5. Salary is too low. No, you want your 10.1. What about 10 even? $50.5. Fuck it. 5 years, $50.5 million contract extension for Mike. What's his face? Oh my God, Mason Miller, Lawrence Butler. We want to get you to a contract extension as well. I want to sign you to a 6-year. Oh man, you really jump up, but you'll be worth it. We're gonna do 1 year, 80K, 800K. Yeah, 1 year, 800K for Lawrence Butler. Get him back nice and cheap. Dustin May. 1 year contract's 11 million a season. Let's do. God damn. God damn. I don't know if that's really worth it for you. A 1 year of arbitration, man. We can bring him. We can just make him a qualifying offer. Bring him to arbitration. I think that's what we're going to do with May. I don't think you're worth the 11 million. Colson Montgomery. You want league minimum for 3 more years. So we'll do that. 700 and so a $2.3 million contract across 3 years for Colson Montgomery. We'll sign Kyle Teal. Again, get him to a 3-year league minimum. 780, so 2.3 for 3 years for you. Noah Schultz, 3 years, 2.3 million. There we go. Hagen Smith, 3 years. 2.3. Actually, you want some more than that. 3 years, 2.6 for Smith. Edgar Cuero. 3 years, 780 for, so 2.3 for you. Lope Rafido. 3 years, 833. Nope. So 2.6 across 3 years for Lope Rafido. And we'll leave it at that for the time being. I just don't know. Dustin May for that much. Look, he's got ridiculous pitching. But I got to see what you can do for a little bit more before I give you that crazy amount of money. Yeah, I can't. I don't know if I can. If I can really do it. So let's go keep on going. Our team's ice cold, so obviously these lineups, I don't know if they're working. But we're just going to keep on going. It's not like we're giving up that many runs. Pirates are interested in offering us a trade. They want to trade a starting pitcher, Bailey Falter, for center fielder Luis Robert. No. Yeah, I'm going to decline that trade in a heartbeat. So we're back at home here in Chicago, about to take on the Chicago Cubs. Battle of Chicago. Drew Thorpe against Andrew Heaney. Freelander Vieira against Matthew Boyd. And then Mike Clevenger against Justin Steele. Can we finally pick up our first win since making all those moves and going into the youth movement here in Chicago? AAA injury, 1 to 2 months. Place him on the 15-day IL. Brewers want to trade us Aaron Ashby, relief pitcher, he's 26, 7 years of age, 2.45 ERA right now, signed to $4.1 million for a long, long time. And they want Penn Murphy, our closing pitcher, for that. So we would get someone who costs more, but is locked up to a nice contract for a guy who's got arbitration for 3 more years. I'm going to say no. I'm going to decline that trade. 9 to 2 loss against Chicago. Come on. 12. Oh my God. Seth Brown for Benintendi. No. Come on. Can we pick up the win here? Clevenger versus Steele. There we go. Clevenger. Finally, we pick up our first win. Davis Schneider, one of our few favorite, personally my favorite, if you guys watched or were part of our San Francisco Giants rebuild, we acquired Davis Schneider, and he was an absolute beast and hero to that organization. So this isn't crazy for me, even though it would be a bit of a downgrade, in my opinion, for Michael Taylor. 2.2, he's got a good contract, 1 more renewal, 3 more years of arbitration. I might do this, actually. But I want something else coming back. I might have to revisit this. Can you have any relief pitching? Well, you're looking for relief pitching, but could you no? Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to say no to this. As much as I want to do it, I just can't pull myself to actually pull the trigger. I'm gonna say no there. Finally going to take a look and possibly signing these guys. They both are interested. We know a little bit more, 70 and 55. So your potential has been dropping. Your potential has been dropping pretty significantly. You want 659. Tommy Coe declines. I'm not interested in your team. Fuck you, Coe. How about you, Jackie? 430. You've decided to sign with us, so welcome to the team, Jackie Nakajima. So we at least got you. We're going to have to wait on Coe for at least 2 more days. Now still at home against the Phillies, we got Dustin May, first time pitching in Chicago against Zach Wheeler. And then Jonathan Cannon against Christopher Sanchez. Drew Thorpe against Ranger Suarez. Our team has been ice cold since all the moves have happened. I'm going to say it was chemistry, getting everybody together and gelling. Let's see if we can pick up some wins against a really tough Phillies team. 7-0 shutout. Okay. Alrighty. Our team is getting much worse somehow. Justin Henry Malloy is no longer injured. Place him on the bench. Mets want to trade us third baseman Brett Beatty for Michael A. Taylor. You can only play third base, batting .260. First better in 9th inning or better. No, I'm going to decline that trade. And we need to send that guy down into the minors. Where is he? Justin Henry Malloy. Move you down to AAA. You can play left field and third base. So let's get that lineup edited for them. Alright, so that will do. That will do. We got him in against righties and lefties playing DH, not third base. So we're just threw him in at the third base position. See if we can finally get Coe to sign with us. Still looking like he might be a low B, high C potential. Maybe. There we go. He's finally decided to sign for the amount that I originally wanted him to sign for. There is nobody else we can sign. So we're just going to turn this on auto for the next pretty much 2 days. I think that's when it ends, July 30th. Oh, it's today's date. So Drew Thorpe looking for a chance to not get shut out by the Phillies. Rangers, Suarez. We're up by 1, top of the 9th, 1 out. Mason Miller on the mound. This might be his first time on the mound since being acquired by the White Sox. I don't know what's been going on the last 2 weeks, but our team has been abysmal hitting-wise. I think it's just all the changes and new faces. The morale might have been shook, and the team might think we're going to rebuild mode. Rafael Marchand, 1 for 2, and 263 on the season with 1 home run and 7 RBIs. Gonna throw him a high fastball to start.
No, that missed.
They're going to call that a ball at 102. 102 miles an hour. Mason Miller throwing some filth of shit. Let's throw some circle change low.
Yeehaw!
Oh my god, dude. Mason Miller's so much better. It feels so nice to throw a Mason Miller compared to the pitchers we have. Throw a slider down low. Swung on hit to Matten. Oh, we're not going to be able to turn 2, but we get the guy at first. Matten too slow on the throw over to second. Oh, come on. It's okay. It's all right. Bryson Stott, the one hitter. They're saying we should intentionally walk him. How do I intentionally walk? Yeah, intentionally walk him. Sure. Bryson Stott. Move you on over. Top of the 9th. Causes a force out at any base for Weston Wilson. He's 0 for 4. 2 strikeouts, a flyout, and a ground out in today's game. Throw him some heater. Up high. Going to be hit to Matten. Fields it cleanly over to first. And that's going to be out number 3. Mason Miller getting his first save as a Chicago White Sox. Management very happy with that save. At least Mason Miller is doing his job. Whew. Lawrence Butler. Was he not out there? Justin Anderson picking up the win for the Chicago White Sox, so it wasn't even. Drew Thorpe. Thorpe kept us in it. 11 hits for Chicago, 10 for Philly. Alright, so the bats are starting to come to alive. At least we got some support here. Mason Miller, you look good in a White Sox uniform, buddy. Luis Robert, 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run back in the 3rd inning to tie this game up. Not too bad, not too bad. Justin Anderson, congratulations to you on the win. I'm glad that our bullpen finally shut it down for us. So not bad. Josh Rojas, our 3rd baseman, for left fielder Matsaki Yoshida. Again, I would do it. I would, but I can't. I can't, man. I really, really can't. You would be like a Benintendi for us, 18 million. No, can't do it. Trade deadline is today, so we will look at what trades have happened so far. Tigers called up Casey Maz. Okay, so what trades have been what have happened so far? So at the deadline today, or actually trade deadline eve, the Dodgers acquired closing pitcher Pete Fairbank from the Rays in exchange for second baseman Alex Freeland. The Astros acquired third base prospect Junior Caminero from the Rays in exchange for starting pitcher Spencer Arrighetti. On July 23rd, the Dodgers acquired third baseman David Fry from the Guardian in exchange for starting pitcher Maddox Burns and second baseman Aaron Bracho. On July 19th, the Braves acquired, that was the closing pitcher, big trade there. I'm surprised they didn't bring up the Junior Caminero for Spencer Arrighetti. On July 17th, there was a lot of moves made. The Reds acquired second baseman Ronnie Marciano from the Mets for starting pitcher Chase Petty. And then there was also our trades that we did at the beginning of this episode. On July 12th, Twins acquired catcher Harry Ford from the Mariners for second baseman Luke Keschall and catcher Diego Cartaya and relief pitcher Jack Noble. The Cubs on July 9th acquired starting pitcher Andrew Heaney from the Pirates for second baseman James Triantos. As well, the Red Sox acquired closing pitcher Ryan Helsley from the Cardinals in exchange for starting pitcher Quinn Priester and second baseman Framy de Leon. The Dodgers acquired right fielder Austin Slater from us in exchange for Zahir Hope on July 7th. The Blue Jays acquired starting pitcher Johan Oviedo from the Pirates for starting pitcher Trey Yesavage and shortstop Josh Kasevich. On July 3rd, the Tigers acquired Joey Bart from the Pirates in exchange for Thyron Liranzo and starting pitcher Tyler Matson and third baseman Isaac. That's it. No last name, just Isaac. That's kind of cool to see in this game. Gary Sanchez was acquired by the Rays from the Orioles in exchange for relief pitcher Edwin Esida. And then these are some of the other trades that happened. Spencer Torkelson getting traded to the Diamondbacks from the Tigers. Not bad. There was a couple weird ones in here. If you remember, Volpe was acquired by the Astros in exchange for Isaac Paredes. You had Kyle Schwarber going to the Royals for Michael Lorenzen back in back in April. And then there was one with C.J. Abrams. Yeah, the first trade of the season. C.J. Abrams back on March 23rd for Brandon Woodruff. That was a crazy one to start the season. Reds are interested in offering the trade. They want to trade Steven Wilson for Brent Sutter. No. And the trade deadline has passed. I'm pretty sure we're done with draft picks. Like, we're done. Or am I not done? You currently have contracts set. Auto, keep signing. Yeah. Keep it on. Roster. So for the month of June, Sean Burke struggled down in AA with a 4.74 ERA and 7 walks. Cam Boozer, our new closing pitcher down in AAA, struggled, posting a 4.38 ERA with 2 walks across 12 innings. Miguel Vargas was going crazy in AA, posting a 314 batting average. Finally, this dude's learning how to hit. AA starting pitcher Wilkeman Gonzalez tore it up as well with a 1.78 ERA in July, punching out 15 batters through 25 innings of work. And then AAA pitcher Noah Schultz had a strong month of July with a .69 ERA, punching out 14 hitters over 13 innings. Noah Schultz should be on the MLB roster, but there's just some other pitchers that have my eye right now, such as Jairo Iriarte and Prelander Biora. All right, they're just slightly better than Noah Schultz and Hagen Smith, but I just want to see what they can do. Prelander, 8 ERA, we should probably send you back down. We're going to send Prelander back down, and we're going to give Jairo Iriarte an opportunity up in the majors as our 5th starting pitcher. So Jairo, welcome to our rotation, buddy. Welcome to the rotation. And we are going to put Freelander as the ace there. Yep, and that fixes pretty much everything, I believe. I believe that's everything for that. So let's keep on going. We're now heading back onto the road to take on the LA Angels. We are 17 games behind the Twins for our division, and in the wild card, we went from being 6 out to now dead last in the American Leagues, pretty much 9 games away. We need to get on a winning streak and get hot here in the last 2 months if we want even a slight chance of making it to the wild card series. We got the Los Angeles Angels going up against each other. Jairo Iriarte, are you healthy? Like, are you... Should I wait? Play full game. I just want to make sure that he has the stamina to pitch against the Angels. He doesn't. He doesn't have the stamina. So we're gonna send you back down, move you back up. We're gonna let Biora pitch in this game. And in AAA, we're gonna let him pitch in this game. Yeah, and then Yarty can get called up depending on how Biora does against the Angels. 47 and 62. I think we're tied with them for dead last in this division. So battle of last place teams. Orlando Bora versus Tyler Anderson. Mike Clevenger against Jose Soriano. And then Dustin May against Yusei Kikuchi. That sounds like 3 wins to me. We're going to move it on up. Bottom of the 9th, man on first. Mason Miller looking for the save. First game back. Riorla, knowing that he's on a very short leash, only allowing 3 runs. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. So what are we going to do? We're going to throw you a nice heater. 100 mile per hour. Same exact place. There we go. 101. Man on first. Throw you a circle change up there. Alright, we're going to throw it low and away to Luis Rengifo then. There we go. Throw it, aiming for the bottom right corner. It's going to hit top left. This dude has not swung the bat yet. We're going to try to do back corner slider. Crushed away, damn. Trying to get that backdoor slider. He absolutely crushed it. Throw him a high fastball instead. And he's going to crush this one to the right instead of to the left. He's swinging at anything close. Throw him a high heater just outside the zone. 103 mile per hour hit. Fouled. Throw him a slider down low again. This is crushed. Andrew Taylor, or Michael Taylor, going to be underneath it. And they're going to throw it into second. There we go. Beautiful arm. Beautiful arm, Taylor. Macaulay Taylor. Nice job. So now Nolan Chanel coming on up. 1 for 4 with a single in today's game. He's got a man on first. Throw him a nice heater. 102 mile an hour. Yeah, when you got Mason Miller on, throw a fastball, no one's going to steal on you. Because it's going to get there to the catcher real fast. Circle change, 88, takes that one. Now we're going to throw him a backdoor slider, hopefully. Swung on and fouled that one off. Throw him a heater outside the zone. See if we can get him to chase. Alright, got better contact on that high fastball. We're going to hit him with that circle change down low again. Clips the zone. That's a challenge. Mason Miller thinks that's a strike. Not happy with the call, but 1-2 count. See what we can do. Throw a slider down in the zone then. That's going to be clobbered, but fouled. Come on, Miller. Come on. High fastball. That's strike 3. Ump has fucked us twice. He's fucked us twice, dude. Mike Trout on deck. Low fastball. Down in the zone. That's going to be a double play. Sosa over to first. There it is. Mason Miller getting a hit into a double play. I would go talk to the ump after that and say, hey, go watch that again. Because you missed 2 there. 2. You almost blew it for us. Can't wait until the challenge system's in this game next one. Look at those. Look at the moths. I didn't even realize the details. They have moths flying in the dugout during Knights games. In the dugout. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. But Mason Miller getting his 25th save of the season. As far as we know, his 2nd save as a Chicago White Sox in this week. Looking to keep on going. He's looking for 30, maybe even 40 saves in this season. And if we get hot for the remainder of the year and we do become a wild card candidate, he could get up to 40 saves, maybe even 45. Should come in for pretty much every game that we're gonna win. But Mike Clevenger going up against Jose Soriano. We're going to lose 5-4. Bobby Dahlbeck no longer injured. Auto-utilize him. 5-4 loss there. Now up for Dustin May, who has yet to get a win here up in the majors, going up against Yusei Kikuchi. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Adrian Morejon up. Going up against Zach Neto and men on the corners, trying to extend this game, keep the lead, protect the lead. He also could blow it. Could blow it. This is our chance to win our first series since the All-Star break. Chicago's been ice cold, man. Ice cold. But it's okay. Literally anything that for the rest of this season is an improvement from last year. We have more than 41 wins. The fans are happy. We've shown them that we are still buying in and we're building for the future. Next season's going to go hard, I'm telling you. Adrian Morejon, fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Throw a sinker on the outer part of the plate. Swung on, fouled that one off. Morejon, man, you're very quick on your pitches. And then we'll throw a nice low slider. That's going to be hit over to first. Out number 3. There you go, man. A little 360 over the head of the second baseman to first. Maybe I should have just threw it to second, but I thought I was going to have to dive to get there. Thankfully, I didn't. I think he would have been safe if I would have dove. We're going to return to the simulation. Mason Miller, bottom of the 9th, another save opportunity against the Angels. He's got allowed a leadoff hit. Now up against Rengifo. Throw a low and away fastball. Strike one. Perfect. Perfect, Miller. Exactly what I want to see. High and in fastball. Able to get a piece of that. Now we're going to hit you with the backdoor slider. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Circle change on the inside part of the plate. Right down the middle. But Hatton's not going to get there. Back-to-back hits for Mason Miller with no outs. Man on first and second. Luis Rengifo getting on base. That's going to bring up Logan Ohapi. 1 for 2 today, batting over 280. Throw that circle change low and away. Right, takes it as a strike. Doesn't swing the bat. Like that. I like that. Throw him a slider low and away. And on to Jolk. That's going to be 2. There we go. So a man on third just turned a double play thanks to Corey Jolk's smart thinking. Going to second instead of first. Good fielding. Go inside. High and away fastball. Taken up for strike one by Jorge Soler. Formerly on the Giants and the Braves. Jorge Soler seen as a power hitting hitter, but only 8 home runs this season. Batting 193. Takes that strike down low. Miss it wildly, 0-2. And now a slider really far off the plate. Not going to chase it. Got a fastball way up. Swinging, missing in there. Mason Miller comes back and gets the save. Didn't even see it. Strike out a batter with a pitch of at least 101 miles an hour. Dustin May, I hope you just got your first win, buddy. I really do. Did he? Did not. Sam Hentges, the former Cleveland Guardian, instead gets the win here. Mason Miller up to his 26th save, man. He's going to come in every win. I'm telling you, he's going to come in every win. And we're going to get opportunities to pitch with him. Edgar Cuero, 4 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs in today's game. That's what we like to see from our stud rookie prospect. This is the most runs that our team has scored since the All-Star break as well. 7 runs, that's the most we've scored, literally, since the All-Star break. 6 against the Cleveland Guardians. That's fucking... That is crazy. That is crazy. So still on the road, we are now here in Seattle. Out there are 54-59 trying to battle for a wild card spot. Got Jonathan Cannon against Brian Wu, shutting him out 5-0. Here we go. Are we going to go on a winning streak now? Are we going to turn it around? Have we finally become comfortable? Drew Thorpe up against Bryce Miller. Bases loaded, bottom of the 7th. Penn Murphy only needs 1 out. I don't know what's going on with Murphy, but he's struggling. He is struggling. I feel like every time I see him out there, he's in a really bad position. Alright, so we're going up against Cal Raleigh. throw him a high fastball. There we go, 9 mile per hour. Not as fast as Mason Miller, not as controlled as Mason Miller, but still going to get the work done. Low sinker. Right down the middle, okay? You don't want a low sinker, you want to go right at Cal. It's fine. And then we'll hit him with a slurve outside the zone.
Nope.
Ooh, he almost swung at that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He almost did it. I'm going right back to the same pitch. Yep, hit softly to Josh Rojas, and that is going to be out. Number 3, end of the 7th. We extend the lead, and we get out of that jam. Penn Murphy, you are welcome, buddy. You are welcome. Benintendi, Butler, and Luis Robert coming on up for the Chicago White Sox. So far, what would that be? 14 innings? 14 innings of shutout baseball. And we pick up the win here today. Drew Thorpe very happy, celebrating with his team. Drew Thorpe with the win, and we shut him out 1-0. Bryce Miller, phenomenal pitching. He just couldn't get it done. 7 hits for the White Sox, 1 run by Josh Rojas. He went 2 for 5. Nick Matton is the guy who hit him in. 2 for 3 for Lawrence Butler in a walk. Not too bad. But 18 innings of shutout baseball for the Chicago White Sox right now. Can they extend that? Verlander Bora, the strikeout king. Very short leash on this team, but we've allowed him to continue to pitch. Going up against George Kirby. In fact, you know, I can see just about everything. Iriarty just pitched 7-0. It's supposed to be Noah Schultz. We called Noah Schultz back up. Sit Prelander. Nah, let Prelander pitch. Let Prelander pitch. He's got a good strikeout to innings ratio. We just had some bad luck the past couple weeks, so let's see if he can get it done against George Kirby. Rojas pulled a leg muscle, will be out a couple days. We lose 3-1. Not really your fault. You're again still a strikeout inning. ERA is still a little high, but 3-1 loss. I'm not too worried about it. We still win the series. It is what it is. Mike Clevenger going up against Tanner Bybee now. 3-3, bottom of the 9th. Lawrence Butler up. Chance to walk it off against Cleveland. Against Cleveland, a division rival. I think we can get it. I think we can do it. There are just ahead of us in the standings right now. At the All-Star break, we were tied with them. The exact same record. They just have 1 less loss than us. Let's see what Cade Smith has for Lawrence Butler's 0-0 count. Right down the middle, man. Damn it. Come on. I was hitting much better earlier. And there it is! Lawrence Butler grand slam! Walk off in the bottom of the 9th here in Chicago. See ya later. Absolute moonshine. And thank you, Cade Smith. Left that pitch up in the zone. Lawrence Butler says thank you and takes it for a ride. Man, so far, I'm not going to lie. I have loved using Lawrence Butler, and I have loved using Mason Miller. Oakland, don't ever let those guys go. When you go to Vegas, you guys spend the money. Do not get rid of these guys in real life. Please. Oh, they are franchise pieces. They are franchise pieces. Oh my God, we thought Luis Robert was the face of Chicago. No. You remember those guys from Sacramento? Yeah, faces of Chicago now. Lawrence Butler, 2 for 5 with a home run with 5 RBIs. Bryce Wilson picking up the win. 5 innings pitched in this game. Not too bad. I wonder if that means we had an injury one of our starting pitchers, because Bryce Wilson isn't in our rotation. Yeah, he's not supposed to be in our rotation, so maybe we just were giving some people some rest days. Prelander, I am going to send you down now, though. I am going to send you down. So move to AAA. Hagen Smith back on fire down there in minors. Yeah, Noah Schultz, I'm going to call you back up to the MLB, buddy. Noah Schultz, welcome back on up here. You are going to earn your rotation spot immediately back at number 5. Down at AAA, we're going to have Prelander. Oops. We're going to have Prelander come on in there. Garrett, for the time being, you can be the 5th starter. For the time being, you can be the 5th starter down here. AAA team's going pretty good. AA team's doing good. Well, AA team 15 and 22. They could do better, but with their new lineups, it seems like they've been playing pretty much 50-50 baseball since then. So let's keep on going. We just picked up a 7-3 win here at home. Peyton out 1 to 2 months still. Keep him on the 15-day IL. Dustin May against Shane Bieber. We lose 3-2. Penn Murphy taking the loss. All right, you're done with the setup position, dude. You are done. You've lost it. You've lost it, Murphy. So we need to replace you with a righty. We're gonna do Justin Anderson. When he pitches, we win. We're gonna go Justin Anderson. Morham. Nah, we're gonna go with Sam Hentges as the setup guy with Justin Anderson. Should we put in James? Nah. Put in Justin. Keep Justin. Yep. So Sam Hentges will be the setup man instead of Penn Murphy. Final game against the Cleveland Guardians, looking to make it a 3-game series winning streak. Jonathan Cannon against Joey Cantillo. And we lose 4-1 back-to-back games where we just don't get the run support. Hey, if we score 2 or less runs, we always lose. 3 runs, we normally win. So we're going to just keep on going, shake it off, Cannon, it's fine. Drew Thorpe now up against Tarek Skubal, the leader in our division. Nope, 2nd place in our division right now, trying to catch up to the Minnesota Twins. They're 7.5 games behind them. See what they can do against us. Drew Thorpe trying to play basically upset, trying to spoil someone's playoff runs. We win 8-1 against Tarek Skubal. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Place him on the bench. So place him on the bench, line up Lenyon Sosa for Josh Rojas. And Rojas, were you in against lefties? No, we had to have Schultz in against lefties. So Rojas isn't bad against lefties. All right, perfect. So 8-0 win. Tanner Banks picks up the win. So it was 1-1 battle of the starting pitchers. Noah Schultz, first game back since being down in the minors. He's going up against Casey Mize, who Detroit just called up, or called back up a couple of weeks ago. We're winning 11-0. Oh my god. Benintendi needs a triple for the cycle. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not going to do this. So it's just simulate to the end of the game. We're up by 5. Tigers wind up scoring 1 more, but we still win 11-7. That might be the most runs we've scored all season. We've been killing the Detroit Tigers pitching staff. Noah Schultz picking up a nice win in his first game back, though his ERA did rise from that from the runs that we allowed. Mike Clevenger up against Jack Flaherty, not having the greatest year, number 2 here in Detroit, but we still pick up the win. We sweep the Detroit Tigers 3-2. Mason Miller. So we won this game in in extra innings. Mason Miller, probably the 10th inning or later, right? 10th inning or later? Nope, we won it in the 9th, so we put him in the top of the 9th. Okay, all right, not too bad. Mason Miller, congratulations. You are now 5-6 on the season. I don't know if he counts as a save or just the win. Can you get the win and the save? I don't know if that's possible. Maybe it's possible. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to tell me. But we're heading back on the road. We now got Dustin May going up against Seth Lugo in the 61-60 Kansas City Royals, another divisional opponent. That's 3 divisional opponents in a row. We lost to the Guardians in ours. We swept the Tigers. Now the middleman in the Kansas City Royals is an opportunity for us to catch up in the division, and not just the division, but start to climb up in the standings. We had a good series against the Mariners, but if we can beat the Royals, it would drop them down, and we probably, if we can sweep them, we should be tied with them, or a little less than that from the division, but we still got to beat them nonetheless, just to even think about it. Dustin May against Seth Lugo. May has yet to win, has yet to be given a win this season. Can we finally do it against an old veteran in Lugo? He's 4-12 this season. Come on, keep the winning streak going. Let's pick up a win here in Kansas City. We lose 2-1. Dustin May 0-for-3. Seth Lugo picks up the win. No run support. No run support from the Chicago White Sox offense. Jonathan Cannon going up against Michael Wacha. He's 6-4 with a 2.83 ERA. So Wacha actually been pitching pretty decently this season. But I'm sorry, we're going to have to hand you this L. All right, never mind. You're going to hand us this L, only allowing 1 run against. I understand why you have a sub-3 ERA now, Michael. I understand. As Kansas City's going to be looking to sweep us in front of their home fans, we got our future ace, Drew Thorpe, going up against Alec Marsh. 3-2 game, bottom of the 9th, man on third. Nelson Vasquez 0-for-3 today. We're looking for the save with Mason Miller, but with that man on third, even a sac fly could end this game. We can't even allow contact. We are going to have to strike this first batter out and then try to take that second batter or try to get the second batter out somehow. But Vasquez, we got to strike this dude out. He's already got 2 strikeouts in today's game. Now going up against what I would say the best closing pitcher in the league, Mason Miller. First fastball is a ball. Second one, throw this one nice and low. Going to be hit. Throwing it home. Throwing to first instead. And that's going to be out number 1. Able to throw it from the second baseman to home to first, just to make sure they weren't going to try to squeeze him on in. Michael Massey 0-for-2 with a walk today. The DH in today's game. Miller's thrown 4 pitches. Massey looking to be the hero here in Kansas City and tying this game up, forcing extra innings. High fastball. A little too high, 101. Circle change down low. That's going to be crushed foul to the left. Okay, don't throw that again. Tying away, fastball. Popped up to center field. Can Luis Robert get there? He will, and that is out. Number 3, Chicago picks up the win. We will not get swept by the Royals. 3-2 dub. I like it. I like it. Not too bad. Looking at Montgomery out there, nice and good. Looking good in a Chicago White Sox uniform, Montgomery. Wasn't originally anticipating to call him up at all this season, but I think he deserves it. I think he could deserve it, especially after we got rid of Talkman. We kind of had a free slot, and he's the first man up. So Miller, 29 saves on the season. James Karinchak improves to 3-3 on the year. We took the lead in the 7th against Carlos Estevez. Not good for him. Home run for Kyle Teal. Love to see that. Kyle Teal going deep for a 2-run home run in the 7th. And Bobby Witt also had a 2-run home run earlier in that game. So we just got beat. We ruined our series winning streak, though it was kind of ruined by Cleveland. We lose to Kansas City pretty handily there. Now heading up against the Atlanta Braves, one of the best teams in all of baseball. If we could just win one of these games, I would be happy with it. Got Noah Schultz against Chris Sale, Mike Clevenger against Reynaldo Lopez, and then Dustin May still looking for his first win against Spencer Schwellenbach. We pick up the win. There you go. Noah Schultz, back-to-back 3-2 wins since getting called back up. He lowers his ERA down to a 4.96. Nice job there. Clevenger loses 10-3 against them. And then Dustin May, 0-4. 10-0 loss to the Braves there. Hey, we won one, so it is what it is. We now take on the Minnesota Twins while we are going to be at home here in Chicago. They are first place in our division. We are 20 games behind them right now. Still not worst in our division, though. We're 8 games behind a wild card spot. So we still got a chance if we can get really hot here at the end. Jonathan Cannon against David Festa. 8-4 loss, damn it. Drew Thorpe against Zebby Matthews. Bases loaded, bottom of the 8th for Justin Anderson. We're looking to try to turn a double play. That's what we're looking for here. Minnesota Twins averaging below a 3 ERA while we're closer to a 4. Damn, almost a whole ERA higher than the Twins. Entire fucking team. But whatever, Justin Anderson on the mound with bases loaded, looking to try to get Harrison Bader to hit into a double play. He's hit batting 246. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck just happened? What did I just miss? Did I catch that in the air? I thought the game was over. But no, apparently we caught that bunt in the air. Manuel Rodriguez now up. Throw him a inside fastball. Strike 1. So I don't know what just happened, but somehow we are still on this mound. Fastball down in the dirt. Could be ball 1, 1-1 count. Slider down low. Check swing, they're going to say he didn't go. 2-1 count. Sinker low and away. Going to be hit, fouled, 2-2. Try to get that backdoor slider. Catch it a little bit more of the plate than I anticipated. Goes to second for out number 3. Chicago heads into the 9th with still a 1-run lead. I would anticipate us to take over for Mason Miller in less than an inning, if I know how our Chicago White Sox are. Continue to the simulation. No, we don't have to jump in for Mason Miller. They're able to get the save themselves. Should be his 30th of the season. As we get a nice little win over the Twins. Not bad, not bad. Look, even the Minnesota Twins fan right there is clapping for us. He's like, yeah, you guys got us. You got us. Mason Miller, 31 saves. Sam Hetges, 4-1. Hetges has been a pretty good reliever for us following acquiring him from Chicago. Put him in the setup role now. One of the best pitchers we have in the bullpen. So, we pick up a nice little win. Johan Duran taking the L there in the 7th. No longer the closer for Minnesota. Ooh, I wonder if they went to Griffin Jax. Looking for the series win. Noah Schultz has been red hot, 2-0 since being called back up. Both of them with 3-2 wins. A win over the Tigers and a win over the Atlanta Braves. Now looking for a win over the Minnesota Twins, and Joe Ryan can't get it done. Justin Anderson, though, is going to take the L, not Noah Schultz. 6-3 loss, and we lose the series to the Minnesota Twins. Staying at home, we got the Kansas City Royals coming on up. You know what? Can I view my draft picks real quick? We can. We're going to keep on going to the end of the month, then we'll view the draft picks. Got the Kansas City Royals, still a divisional opponent. We're just behind them by a little under, 10 games. But, who's counting? Still 9 games out of a wild card spot. We're pretty much done at this point, but we might be able to play upset. So Kansas City, what are they for the wild card? What are they? They are half a game out of a wild card spot. So this is a huge series for them. So we have an opportunity to ruin their playoff hopes. We're going up. We got Mike Clevenger against Seth Lugo. That should be a win, though he got a 2-1 win against us last time. Dustin May, you are due for a win, dude. You are overdue for a win going up against Michael Waka. And then Jonathan Cannon against Alex Marsh. Top of the 9th, Mason Miller in 1-0 ball game. India on first, Garcia on third, Bobby Witt up at the plate. We only got 1 out, so we're looking for a double play ball here. I don't know. I have a feeling that the Kansas City Royals are going to try to bunt him on. So 1 for 3 for Bobby Witt, batting .270 with 21 home runs on the season. Up and in. Fastball, swung on and missed. way too early on that one. Couldn't keep up. Well, maybe it was late. Couldn't keep up with 102 miles an hour. Same exact spot, same pitch. He gets a piece of it. And Mason Miller going to throw his patented slider outside the zone, trying to get him chasing. And he gets him looking instead. Not where he was trying to put it, but it still clips the zone. Bobby Witt Jr. struck out by Mason Miller. Here we go. Sit on down, buddy. Sit on down, buddy. Eyeing in fastball to Kyle Schwarber. He's late on it.
0-1.
Big swing and miss. He's batting .271 this season with 30 home runs, so improving his batting average and still clobbering balls, huh? Same pitch, fastball, gets a piece of it. We're going to try to do a backdoor slider on him instead. It's a piece of it way outside the zone. Fouls it off. Circle change down in the dirt. Hits it on to Corey Jolka at second for out number 3. Chicago beats the Kansas City Royals today. 1-0. There we go. There might be a game and a half out of a wild card spot because of us. Kansas City, I hope we're the reason that you don't make it to the playoffs this season. .32 save of the season. Mason Miller, almost 10 saves since he's been acquired from us. Andrew Vaughn, 2 for 3 with a solo shot back in the 5th. Colson Montgomery hit a triple, but no one was able to hit him in. And Lawrence Butler hit a double. Not too bad. Okay. So my bad there. This is where our losing streak started. I'm sorry, but I wanted to go back so we could look at our picks. So this is what we are working with. Carlos Colon. So really good velocity right now. Not the greatest stamina. Ks over 9 and walks over 9 are improved, but he allows a lot of home runs. B potential at 81 overall. He's starting at 72 right out of high school. Not too bad. I think we can improve his potential as well. Carlos Colon, 4-pitch mix and 12-6 curve, I think is going to be a nasty pitch in particular for him. I think he can hit 100 miles per hour as well. Not too bad. Second pick in the draft, Kevin Felix, 68 overall starting pitcher. Not too shabby. He's actually a better potential pick than Carlos Colon, according to our scouts. He's 21 years of age, left-handed pitcher compared to a righty, 5-pitch mix. Pretty much just an average pitcher across the board. Nothing too bad about him. He's not going to field anything, though. Anything hit his way, he's going right on by him. With our third-round pick, we took starting pitcher Easton Fisher, who has phenomenal stamina. He can pitch all day, every day. However, he doesn't really have the greatest control or clutch on this team. He allows a lot of hits, not and a lot of walks, but he strikes out people in numbers. It's mainly his control that is going to be his issue, so we need to really work on that when he is down in double and triple A. Tommy Koh, our 4th-round pick, 75 potential, C potential. He is down at 40 overall. He is a raw, talented player, dude. He plays first base, third base, and left field, but he is going to be down in single A, coming right out of high school, and we are really going to be shaping his major league career. Jackie Nakajima, the relief pitcher, has phenomenal velocity, but walks everybody. I think we can get those walk numbers up, especially as we get his control. I don't know why it says 1 right there. I think it's because he was injured, and when you're injured, I think it just wipes out one of your stats completely. So Jackie, I really see you more as like a mid-50s overall relief pitcher. Those walk numbers are going to improve. How's your durability? Durability's down at 57. Coe's at 67. 62 for Fisher. 30 for Kevin. Okay, but he can hit a little bit. And then Carlos Colon up to 86. So we actually took some injury risks with Kevin Felix, dude. 30. Fuck, man. And then with our final pick in the draft, we drafted C potential starting pitcher Henry Takahashi, He is a 69 overall starting pitcher. Not bad. Born out of Japan, 5-pitch mix. Has no control or clutch. So that's what we're going to be developing next season with him. He's probably going to need an entire year down in the minors, but almost in the last round, taking a pitcher that was ready to get called up to the majors. That's impressive. That's impressive. I think we hit on just about everybody we could. These guys, raw, talented players, but I think we can develop them properly. But let's keep on advancing. I am going to get through these series again. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Lenyon Sosa, sure. Maybe we can rewrite history right here. I'm not trying to really do that. I just was curious about the draft picks, but I didn't save, so gotta do it again. Kansas City Royals, Chicago. Chance to be a hero here, Lenyon. Got a man on first and second. 2 outs. They're playing pretty far back. 0-0 count. 0-0 count. Fastball down low, taken for strike 1. We got Lucas Urseg and Hunter Harvey warming up in the Royals bullpen. 12-6 curve gets me. He got me. He's trying to pitch it down low, it seems.
No.
1-2 count. Got lucky there. Pitched it right where I was originally aiming. Too far outside. 2-2. There you go, Sosa. There you go. Good eye. Don't chase anything stupid. Let your pitch come to you. Ah, you swung at something stupid, you stupid dummy. Oh well. Oh well. You're gonna lose it. No, we walk it off! Lawrence Butler hits an RBI single following a home run from a 2-run home run from Josh Rojas in the bottom of the 9th. Lucas Urseg blows it. Lawrence Butler, player of the game, 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Sam Hentges picking up the win for our Chicago White Sox. Holy shit. Holy shit. I can't believe that just happened. Can't believe that just happened. Jonathan Cannon against Alec Marsh. 2-2, top of the 9th. Mason Miller. Looks like you already blew the save, but you're trying to not take the L. You can at least try to improve on it. So 0 for 3 with a walk. And 241. To an inside fastball. A little too high. 1-1. 1-0 count. It's fine. Try to do that same pitch.
That's a ball.
Alright, we're struggling with some command early on, Miller. There you go. Find the zone. Find the zone. I said find the zone. Guess you're better down low today. Throwing nothing but fastballs. Hits it over to Taylor for out number 3. Heading to the bottom of the 9th. 2-2 ball game. Where we are going to hope that we can walk away with a win. We got the bottom of our lineup. Colson Montgomery, Michael A. Taylor, and then Corey Jolk up at the top. Wonder if Chicago is going to be able to walk it off once again here in the bottom of the 9th. We aren't able to, but Luis Robert able to hit an RBI single in the bottom of the 10th to help our team win it. Luis Robert obviously picking up the player of the game with a nice little triple hit today as well. And then Mason Miller picking up his another win here in a Chicago's uniform. Andrew Vaughn hits an home run, probably back in the 6th, if I was to guess, would be his home run. Let's keep on going. Now up against the New York Yankees. Drew Thorpe up against Clark Schmidt. 6-4 win over Schmidt. All right, Noah Schultz against Carlos Rodon. 2-1 win. Mike Clevenger against Max Fried. 4-3 win. Dustin May still winless as a Chicago White Sox up against Garrett Cole. And they're up 4-0. Benintendi has a 10-game hitting streak. Okay. All right, man on first. We're looking to just extend Benintendi's hitting streak right now. We can try to do that, but look at that. In the previous one, we lost. We literally were on a losing streak through all those games. We come back just so we can look at some draft picks. and we win just about every game except for this one. Dustin May seems to be cursed. Seems to be fucking cursed. Just can't catch a break. Come on, Benintendi. That's going to be clobbered. Going to right field. And he's out. All good, Benintendi. All good, buddy. You got a hold of it. Good swing time. You were on top of it. Bottom of the ninth. All right, Kyle Teal. Got a man on first and second. Almost gave ourselves bases loaded with 1 out for Teal. Oh, never mind. I don't get to hit. I tried to enter the game. It said, nah, fuck you. Teal going to hit one softly to the shortstop for out number 3. And Yankees are going to shut it out 4-0. Garrett Cole with the complete game shutout against the Chicago White Sox. 3 innings pitched for Dustin May, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, 4 earned runs. God, Dustin, what the fuck? I guess I understand why they gave you away to us now. But that is going to get us to the September call-ups. In the next one, we're going to call some people up. It's probably won't be some starting pitchers. I doubt it will be. We might call up 1. Maybe we call up 1 to be another long reliever, but for the most part, we're pretty set in our ways, pitching-wise. Probably going to just call up some hitters. I'm not entirely sure who we should. Saying that we should call up Brooks Baldwin as one of our call-ups this season. So maybe we go call Baldwin up. But either way, guys, I hope you guys have been liking the series so far. I've been trying to get these videos a little bit shorter, and I've been trying to improve each episode to make it a little different, a little special. But anyways, if you guys have any suggestions on the series, anything you'd like to see, any moves you'd like to see, or thoughts on the trades or what's going on, let me know down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe as well. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going on.